What if I told you that the feeling of not being good enough, that persistent fear of failure that haunts your ambitions, and the nagging self-doubt that whispers in your ear are all based on a lie? A lie you've told yourself for so long and with such conviction that it feels like the absolute truth. Right now, you're carrying a belief that is literally reshaping your entire life, and you probably don't even know it's there. It dictates the jobs you apply for, the relationships you think you deserve, and the happiness you allow yourself to feel. It's an invisible script running in the background of your mind, directing the whole play, and you're the one who wrote it. Now, this isn't about wishful thinking or pretending your problems don't exist. This is about understanding a fundamental mechanism of the human mind. It's a psychological principle so powerful that once you get it, you can start to dismantle the reality you feel trapped in and build a new one, brick by brick, belief by belief. In this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain on this principle that keeps so many of us trapped. We'll walk through a story that will feel surprisingly familiar, break down the science of how your mind builds your reality, and most importantly, I'll give you the exact steps to uncover the lies holding you back and consciously choose the beliefs that will create a completely different life. This is the moment you stop being a passenger and start taking the wheel. Let me tell you a story about someone we'll call Alex. Alex is brilliant. If you met them, you'd see it right away. Creative, insightful, with a work ethic that could power a small city. For years, Alex has been a mid-level manager at a big company, always over-delivering, taking on extra projects, and quietly being the backbone of the team. Deep down, Alex dreams of leading a major project, of making a real impact and stepping into a role that actually matches their capabilities. One day, the perfect opportunity comes up. A new high-profile project is announced, and the company needs a leader. Alex's boss even pulls them aside and says, "You should really go for this. You'd be great." For a split second, a spark of excitement lights up in Alex. This is it. This is the chance. The feeling is pure, exhilarating potential. But then, almost as fast as it appeared, it's gone. A familiar cold wave of thought washes over them. It's a voice, quiet but firm, and it says, "People like me don't get those kinds of jobs." Where did that even come from? Alex isn't consciously thinking it. It's more of a feeling, a deep-seated knowing. The excitement curdles into anxiety. The internal monologue starts, and it's a masterclass in self-sabotage. "I'm not a real leader," the voice continues. "Sure, I can manage tasks, but a team of senior experts? They'll see right through me. I don't have that charisma. I'm not a natural speaker. Remember that presentation in college where my hands were shaking? I'd be a wreck. I'd let everyone down." The opportunity, which just a moment ago looked like a shining doorway, now looks like a terrifying cliff. Alex starts actively looking for reasons why it's a bad idea. They think about the long hours, the stress, the public failure. The fear of that potential embarrassment feels more real than the actual possibility of success. So, what does Alex do? They tell their boss, "Thanks so much for the encouragement, but I think I need a bit more experience before I take on something that big. Maybe next time." The boss, a little surprised, just nods. "All right, let me know when you feel ready." But Alex knows deep down they might never feel ready. A wave of relief hits them, the immediate relief of escaping a threat. But it's followed by that familiar, dull ache. The ache of settling, the ache of knowing they just walked away from their own dream. Alex just walked straight into an invisible wall, a wall built from a single, powerful belief. "I'm not the kind of person who succeeds at that level." The opportunity was real. The encouragement was real. Alex's talent was real. But the only thing that felt true in Alex's reality was the belief. That belief drove the decision, and the decision reinforced the belief. Alex stays a mid-level manager, and now the proof seems concrete. "See? I'm still here. I was right. I'm not a leader." This story isn't about a lack of talent or opportunity. It's about the incredible invisible power of a single limiting belief. And this isn't just Alex's story. It's the story that plays out in millions of lives every single day in countless different ways. It's why we stay in jobs we've outgrown, relationships that don't fulfill us, and financial situations that cause constant stress. We're all living within the confines of walls we can't even see. The reason Alex was stuck is the same reason most of us feel stuck. It's not fate, it's not luck, and it's not a true measure of our worth. It's a psychological principle that's always at work. Your beliefs actively shape and filter your personal experience of reality. It's really important to understand what this means and what it doesn't mean. This is not to say that objective reality doesn't exist. Of course it does. The economy, your health status, and societal issues are all real, external factors. Calling this the only thing true is a deliberate oversimplification to make a point. A more precise way to say it is, the only thing that's fundamentally true in your experience of reality is what you believe to be true. Your beliefs don't change the facts, but they absolutely change how you interpret and react to those facts. Think of your belief system as your mind's operating system. It works silently in the background, making thousands of decisions for you every day, all designed to do one thing: prove itself right. Let's break down how this actually works. First, there's the belief-behavior loop. It's a self-reinforcing cycle that runs constantly. It goes like this. Your beliefs drive your behavior produces your results, and your results then reinforce your original belief. Let's look at Alex again. The belief was, I'm not a leader. What behavior did that drive? Avoidance. What was the result? Staying in the same role. And how did that reinforce the belief? The mind looks at the situation and says, see, still a manager, proof. The belief is true. But the belief created the outcome, not the other way around. This loop is everywhere. If you believe, I'm just bad with money, what's your behavior? You might avoid looking at your bank account, put off learning about investing, and spend impulsively just to get rid of the anxious feeling. The results? Financial instability and stress. And what does that prove to you? See, told you I was bad with money. The prophecy fulfills itself. Let's talk about confirmation bias. This is our natural tendency to search for, favor, and remember information that confirms what we already believe. Your brain isn't an objective reporter. It's a biased lawyer, constantly building a case for its existing beliefs. If you believe people don't take me seriously, you will unconsciously scan your day for proof. You could have a dozen respectful interactions, but you'll gloss over them. But that one time someone checks their phone while you're talking, your brain will light up and scream, aha! There it is. The proof. They're not listening. I knew it. The mountain of counter evidence is invisible, and the one tiny piece of confirming evidence is magnified. If you believe you're unlucky, your brain is primed to scan the world for evidence of bad luck. You'll be the one who notices every red light, the one time the barista gets your order wrong, the bird that poops on your car. You'll say, see, bad things always happen to me. Meanwhile, another person without that belief might experience the same events and not even register them. They were focused on other things. This is why two people can go to the same party and have wildly different experiences. One person, who believes I'm awkward, will see the party as a series of social threats. They'll notice the person who walked away in the group that didn't include them. They'll leave feeling drained. The other person, who believes I enjoy connecting with people, will notice the friendly smile, the interesting chat with a stranger, and the laugh they got from a joke. They'll leave energized. Same party, different realities, dictated by different beliefs. This process of belief reinforcement also carves literal pathways in your brain through neuroplasticity. Your brain isn't fixed. It's constantly changing based on your thoughts and experiences. The saying, neurons that fire together, wire together, is spot on. When you repeatedly think, I can't do this, you strengthen the neural pathway for that thought. It becomes a mental highway, your default setting. But the good news and the whole point of this video is that this works both ways. You can carve new roads. It takes work and repetition, but your brain is designed to be rewired. So this isn't magic, it's a neurological process. Your beliefs create your focus. Your focus dictates what you perceive. Your perception becomes your reality, and your actions, driven by that perception, create results that prove your original belief true. The trap is thinking the results are the source of the belief when the belief was the architect of the results all along. So how do we start to change them? You can't change a belief you don't know you have. The most dangerous ones aren't the ones you're aware of. They're the invisible scripts running your life from the shadows. They masquerade as just the way things are. They feel like personality traits. I'm just not a confrontational person. I'm just not a numbers person. I'm just a natural worrier. We say these as if they're facts, but more often than not, they're just stories we've told ourselves on repeat. So our first step is to become a detective of our own minds. We have to drag these beliefs into the light. This can be uncomfortable, but it's the first real step to freedom. I want you to actually do this with me. Grab a notebook, pause the video if you need to, because change comes from action, not just listening. We're going to explore 5 big areas of life where these beliefs hide. For each one, write down the very first thoughts and feelings that come to mind. Don't judge them. Don't edit them. Just let them out. Number 1, money and wealth. What's your story about money? Complete these sentences. Money is. Rich people are. To make a lot of money, I would have to. When I think about my finances, I feel I'm not good at. Did you write things like, money is the root of all evil, rich people are greedy, or I'm just not good at numbers? These aren't truths. These are beliefs. A belief that money is hard to come by will create a reality where you don't see opportunities. You're afraid to ask for more, and you're always stressed about it. Number 2, love and relationships. What's the script about your worthiness for love? Love is, to be in a happy relationship, I have to. I always seem to attract partners who are. When it comes to relationships, ultimately, I'm afraid that. See any patterns? Beliefs like, I have to fix myself to be loved, or ultimately, I'm afraid I'll be abandoned. If you believe you'll be abandoned, you might subconsciously sabotage relationships to prove it right, or cling so tightly you push your partner away, creating the very outcome you fear. Number 3, career and success. This is where Alex's story lives. What's your narrative? Success means the people who are really successful are. For me to be successful, I'd have to give up. I'm not the kind of person who. My biggest fear about going for my biggest goal is. Look for beliefs like, you have to be ruthless to get ahead. I'm not smart, disciplined, or creative enough. Or, I'm an imposter, and if I try something big, everyone will find out. Imposter syndrome isn't a personal failing. It's a limiting belief in action. Number 4, health and body. How do you talk to yourself about your physical self? My body is. Getting healthy is. My genetics mean that I will probably. I struggle with my health because I am. Beliefs like, my body always lets me down. It's impossible for me to lose weight. Or, I'm too lazy to be consistent. Create a reality where health feels like a battle. If you believe getting healthy is a miserable chore, you'll make it one. Number 5, self-worth and identity. This is the root system where all other beliefs grow. I am. Deep down, I feel I am not. I am worthy of happiness only if. When I make a mistake, it means I am. The unchangeable truth about me is, pay close attention here. These are your core beliefs. I am not enough. I am broken. I am unlovable. These foundational beliefs color every other area of your life. If you have a core belief that you're unworthy, you'll struggle to sustain success or happiness because, subconsciously, you won't feel you deserve it. Once you have this list, just sit with it. This is the source code of your current reality. Seeing it written down can be a shock, but it's also incredibly empowering. For the first time, you're looking at the invisible walls. And now that you can see them, you can start to tear them down. Okay, seeing the belief is step 1, but that's not enough. Your mind has spent years gathering evidence for this belief. To change it, we have to systematically deconstruct its power and then intentionally install a new, more empowering one. It's a three-part process: question, demolish, and rebuild. Part 1. Question the belief with ferocious curiosity. Your limiting beliefs get their power by pretending to be facts. We need to strip them of their authority by getting curious. Take one of the most painful beliefs from your list. Let's use a common one: I am not good enough. Now ask yourself these 4 questions and write down the answers. Is this belief 100% true with 0 exceptions? Is it a law of the universe, like gravity? Of course not. There has been a time, even for a second, where you were good enough. You were good enough to make a friend laugh, to learn to walk, to complete a small task. The fact that a single exception exists proves the belief isn't an absolute truth. It's a distorted generalization. Where did this belief even come from? Trace it back. Did a parent say something careless when you were a kid? A teacher who criticized you? A painful breakup? When you realize it was born from a specific event or someone else's opinion, it loses its power. You realize this isn't my truth, it's a second-hand opinion I decided to keep. What has this belief cost me? This is where you get your motivation. Be brutally honest. What has "I'm not good enough" cost you? Jobs you didn't apply for? Relationships you sabotaged? Joy you didn't let yourself feel? Write it all down. Feel the weight of it. That pain is the fuel you'll use to change. Who would I be if I could not believe this thought anymore? Close your eyes and really imagine it. If the thought "I'm not good enough" was just gone, how would you walk? How would you talk? What would you apply for? What dream would you finally chase? Paint a vivid picture. This isn't just a fantasy, it's a blueprint for your future self. Part 2. Demolish the belief with overwhelming evidence. Your old belief is like a table held up by legs of proof: past failures, negative comments, moments of doubt. To make the table collapse, we have to kick out the legs. You are now going to become a detective for the opposition. Your only job is to find evidence that contradicts your limiting belief. Take that same belief, "I'm not good enough." For the next week, carry a notebook or use a notes app and hunt for evidence, no matter how small, that you are good enough. Completed a task at work? Write it down. That's evidence of competence. Made your kid laugh? Write it down. That's evidence of connection. Held the door for someone? Write it down. That's evidence of kindness. Resisted hitting snooze? Write it down. That's evidence of discipline. Your brain will fight this. It will say, "That's tiny, it doesn't count." Ignore that voice. That's the old belief trying to protect itself. Your only job is to collect data. After a few days, you'll have a list. After a week, you'll have a mountain of fresh, undeniable proof. The old belief will start to look flimsy, ridiculous, and completely outmatched. Part 3. Rebuild by installing and automating a new belief. You can't just leave a void. You have to consciously choose a replacement. But here's the mistake most people make. They try to jump from "I am not good enough" to "I am a flawless superstar." The gap is too wide. Your brain will reject it. Instead, craft a bridge belief. It's an empowering statement that is also undeniably true. Instead of "I am a brilliant public speaker," try "I am learning to become a more confident speaker with every opportunity." Instead of "I am a money magnet," try "I am capable of learning how to manage my money wisely." Instead of "I am not good enough," a great bridge belief is "I am a work in progress and I am becoming better every day." Choose one new belief. Write it on sticky notes. Put it on your mirror, your monitor, your car's dashboard. Read it morning and night. This isn't about magic words, it's about repetition. You are carving that new neural pathway. So how long does this take? You might have heard it takes 21 days to form a habit, but there's a well-known study by Philippa Lally that found it took, on average, about 66 days for a new behavior to feel automatic. But the range was huge, anywhere from 18 to 254 days. Belief change isn't exactly the same as habit formation and can follow its own timeline. The key isn't a magic number, it's consistency. Finally, you have to anchor this new belief with action and visualization. Visualization isn't daydreaming, it's mental rehearsal. When you vividly imagine yourself acting from your new belief, Nailing that presentation, having that confident conversation, you activate many of the same neural pathways as you would if you were actually doing it. It's a powerful mental primer. But you have to back it up with real-world action. If your new belief is, I am becoming more confident, your action might be to speak up just once in a meeting, or make eye contact with the cashier. These small wins are everything. They are fresh proof for your new belief. Each action sends a message back to your brain. Hey, I just did that. Maybe this new belief really is true. Action is the engine of belief change. For the last 20 minutes, we've journeyed into the architecture of your mind. We've seen how an invisible story can build a prison around our potential. We've looked at the mental loops and biased filters that keep us locked in place. And we've laid out the blueprint for escape. Remember at the start when I asked if your self-doubt was based on a lie? Now you know it is. And more importantly, you know it's not a permanent truth etched in stone. It is not who you are. It's just a story you've been telling yourself. And the most beautiful and liberating news is that you can always write a new story. You are the author. The pen has been in your hand the whole time. The reality you've lived so far is based on the story you've written. But today can be the start of a new chapter. The only thing truly stopping you from a life of more joy, success, and fulfillment is the belief that you can't have it. The belief that you're not worthy of it, that it's for other people. And that belief is a choice. It might be an automatic choice you've been making for years, but with the awareness you have now, you can start to make a new one. So here is my challenge to you. Take one limiting belief you uncovered today, and in the comments below, write, "The belief I am letting go of is..." Sharing it is a powerful act of release. It's you declaring that you are no longer willing to be defined by it. I read every comment, and I want to witness the start of your journey. Then the most important part, in the next 24 hours, take one small action that aligns with your new, empowering belief. Just one. If your old belief was, I'm not creative, spend 5 minutes doodling. If it was, I'm unhealthy, go for a 10-minute walk. This isn't about some massive, overnight change. It's about casting a single vote for your new identity. And then tomorrow you cast another and another. The person you want to become isn't someone you have to find. They are someone you get to build. You create the life you want, one belief, one thought, and one action at a time. The power to define your reality has been inside you all along. Today is the day you start using it. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this resonated and you're ready to keep mastering your mindset, make sure you subscribe. You are not stuck. You are not limited. You are only confined by the stories you tell yourself, and those you can change. Starting right now,